Alrighty, guys, what's up? This is Chase Auber here, bringing you my WWE Hell in a Cell 2015 review. If you guys don't know, I actually went to Hell in a Cell tonight, came back home, and now I'm here doing the review. I'm kind of a crazy motherfucker. Let me tell you guys something. I actually had fun at the show. The show live, to me, was fucking killer. I just enjoyed it throughout. I'll tell you more about my experience and why I'm doing this live review, because I did a review for the Day in the Life video. If you guys don't know, I was doing a Day in the Life video and stuff like that, and I was going to do a review on that. But when watching over the footage, I thought we had more lighting in the car, but during the middle of the review, I noticed that the lighting was actually pretty bad. So I was like, shit, the lighting's fucking terrible. And so I decided that, you know, for you guys at least, you guys get to actually see me in the light and actually talking about this event, and not just some dark image that you're going to see in the review that's going to be added to the Day in the Life video. That's still going to be added to the Day in the Life video, mainly because that way you guys can see, hear Frank and Alan's thoughts on the show. You know, two guys who never went to a wrestling show before, going to their first ever show. So I'm going to leave that into there. Even if you already watched this one and you're like, fuck, I don't need to hear the review again, a part of the Day in the Life video, where you're going to hear it on that one. And if you want to hear a different one, you can hear it from me, where it's just me solo and all that other stuff. As for the Day in the Life video itself, I had fun filming it. If you were there at Staples Center and you recognize my dumb ass, you guys know that I was trying to get wrestling fans hyped up. I asked a lot of wrestling fans questions, and I just had a lot of fun. So I hope you guys actually enjoyed the Day in the Life video. It'll be uploaded tomorrow for sure. I just got to edit it. That's the only killer part, is going through all the footage and editing it so that way it looks good and stuff like that. But I had some fun. You know, I don't think it's going to be the most perfect video out there in the world, but I had some fun filming it and all that other stuff. But I want to know from your guys' end, because keep in mind, I'm going to have a biased opinion when it comes to WWE Hell in a Cell. You know, I went there live. You know, I thought the show was killer live. But I want to know what you guys thought about Hell in a Cell. I want to hear from you guys in the comment section down below. Leave your comments and tell me what you guys thought about WWE Hell in a Cell. Now, first off, I want to say this. The seats that I have for Hell in a Cell, they weren't anything special. In fact, I have my ticket right here. So if you're familiar with the Los Angeles area, you should know. Here's my ticket right here. It was weird. They didn't take out the stub thing like they normally do. They just kind of like left it like this. So yeah, my ticket got crumpled up from being in my damn pocket because I was holding on to it. So this is my ticket right here for Hell in a Cell. And pretty much like it was like PR 11 and stuff like that. It was actually a nice view. I've sat in the PR section multiple times in Staples Center, so I was like very excited to see what this one was going to be like. And this was a little bit more of an angled view, which was okay. It wasn't bad or anything like that. I thought the view was pretty nice. Not really centered like I'm used to, but I thought it was a pretty nice view overall. So overall, my seats, they weren't that bad. I was surrounded by some kids though. So like I didn't really curse or anything like that, mainly because I don't want children's ears to get plagued by the terrible language that I heard when I was a kid. You know, I want to at least be respectful, especially to the parents. And you know, when I go to the live events, I'm very respectful to other fans and stuff. Like I don't try to start fights with other fans. Like there was fans like starting fights. I'll talk about this when we get to the match. But there was a fan starting to fight during the main event, which I thought was hilarious. At least in my section, at least it was. So, anyways, getting there was cool. They opened the doors around like 3:30, and we finally got in. And before that, you know, it was cool. Kevin Owens came out through the PR section where I was standing in line, so I got to kind of see him up close and personal. I tried to get him on video camera, but I did a terrible fucking job because I missed my opportunity. It was funny. There was some dude that let me try it out, one of his spunky ducks, you know, like those spunky ducks that you see people wear. I saw people try that out, so I was like, oh, shit, dude, you know, that's pretty tight. So I tried that out. Then I got back in line to get inside the stadium, and then all of a sudden Kevin Owens comes out, and I just missed him. And then he was coming back, and then like Kevin Owens was walking the wrong way, so security's like, hey, Kevin, get on this side. And Kevin Owens went on to the other side. So, like, I was filming this one side. My friends all like, Chase, he's over there. And I'm like, fuck, dude. Like, I have to go back on the other side. And it looks all bad and stuff, but I'm still going to put it in the Day in the Life stuff. But the doors open at 3:30. Then afterwards, the pre-show was fucking felt forever. It felt like the pre-show wouldn't even begin. Like, I was, like, sitting there waiting for the pre-show match. Like, Lillian Garcia came out, like, randomly said like, oh yeah, the pre-show is going to start in 2 minutes after the commentators come out. So, you know, Michael Cole, Jerry Lawler, all of them come out. And it was like 5 minutes, and then finally the pre-show started. And for the pre-show match, I gotta say, it was fun. It was all about Cesaro. I like Cesaro. I'm a huge Cesaro fan, so I liked it. I personally liked the pre-show match itself. It did its job, you know, just to get the baby faces, to get the fans hyped up. Cesaro did a really good job at that. Like, everyone was like freaking out over Cesaro. Cesaro was super hot for that match. But that was pretty much it. After the pre-show, there was a lot of downtime. So, you know, a lot of people were getting concessions, and a lot of people were kind of like using the restroom. I went to the restroom during this time. And so, yeah, that's pretty much all I got to say. And then finally, once the show started, it was definitely hyped. Once you saw like the video package and stuff, you were getting into the show. The pyro was really nice. I like the pyro that they displayed at the Staples Center at this event. And then the Johnson Open Challenge, that surprised the hell out of me that was the opening match. Like, you would figure with the name John Cena and who he is and all that other stuff, you would figure that, like, you know, John Cena probably like middle of the card, at least for the United States Open Challenge, maybe like at the 6 o'clock hour. But no, they kicked it right off with John Cena, and like that really got the crowd going. Then when John Cena announced for the Open Challenge, out comes Zeb Coulter, and I was like shocked by that. I heard the Read the People music. I was like, oh fuck, Jack Swagger? Like, I was like, oh my god. And I'm gonna be dead serious here. Zeb Coulter got no reaction whatsoever. Cena's reaction, a nice reaction for sure. But Zeb Coulter, no reaction whatsoever from the live crowd. Like, the live crowd did not give a fuck when Zeb Coulter came out. So Zeb Coulter starts to cut his promo. Everyone's kind of like, whatever, give me what chance at him. And then when he announces Alberto Del Rio, swear to fucking God, had one of the loudest reactions of the night. His reaction was off the fucking chain. Like, it was crazy. I was going crazy because to me, Alberto was such a good surprise because I didn't even know that he was going to be with the WWE back so soon. You know, there's rumors and talks like, oh yeah, Alberto Del Rio and the WWE might come back. Like, Alberto Del Rio might come back to the WWE. And so I heard the rumors and talks, but I didn't think till like WrestleMania time. No, here he is at Hell in a Cell when we got rumor names like Tyler Breeze, Daniel Bryan, Samoa Joe. You know, like, those are the names that people were expecting to come out, but instead we get like Alberto Del Rio, and swear to God, he had one of the loudest reactions of the night. I'm not kidding when I say that. He was fucking on fire. And then afterwards, Cena and Alberto had a match, which was a standard Cena and Alberto match. I was surprised how short this was. Like, that's just what hurt me. That was just kind of surprising to me because, you know, when it comes to Cena and Alberto, and especially Cena's open challenges, you expect a lot of false finishes and stuff like that, but instead, you know, Alberto just ended after a backcracker and doing the C kick, and I was like, that's it? That's all it was, and it was cool. Like, he got a huge pop after he won the title, at least to me, at least. I don't know how it came up on TV. It probably was huge, but, you know, that was it. It was like Alberto Del Rio wins the U.S. title just like that, and it's cool that, you know, Alberto wins the U.S. title and everything like that, and it's kind of cool what they're doing with him and Zeb Coulter. But I don't know if I'm a huge believer on it yet. I don't know if I'm like fully backing it and saying to myself, all right, this is a good move for business. Like, I have to wait and see how Zeb Coulter and Alberto connect throughout the week. So, like, I'm not going to judge this move right off the bat like I normally would. This is more of a wait and see type of angle to see if WWE can keep my interest in it. Because you guys know me with my history with Alberto Del Rio. I didn't really give a fuck about the guy near his tail end career of his first run with the WWE. I just didn't care. And now they're kind of bringing him with Zeb Coulter. And yeah, it's cool that he's back. You know, it's fun and everything like that. But at the same time, I'm like, I still don't give a fuck about this guy. So that's just how it is at the end of the day. But overall, United States title match, I thought did an all right job. You know, all right job to kind of get the crowd hyped up. But at the end of the day, I felt the match was a little bit too short, at least for me. And then the second thing that shocked me the most was the Hell in a Cell between Bray Wyatt and Roman Reigns was next. I was so shocked by that because here you have it on this Hell in a Cell card. Well, really, to be honest, your four major matches are Cena versus to be determined, Reigns versus Wyatt, Rollins versus Kane, and then Taker versus Lesnar. Obviously, Taker Lesnar was the main event, but I didn't know how this card was going to be structured at all. Like that, this card was randomly structured, and so you had a Cena match first, and so I thought they were going to, you know, cool it down the crowd a little bit, go to like a tag team title match or go to somewhere else. But no, they went to literally the Hell in a Cell match next, and the crowd was already amped. Like, the crowd was amped from Cena like losing the U.S. title and Alberto coming out. Now we're getting the Hell in a Cell match next. And I'll say this: Bray Wyatt's entrance live is freaking tight. Like his entrance live is so tight. But the thing is, when I was there, you know, when you see it on TV, you think it's like super dark. You think like the arena's like super dark. When I was there, it was light as hell. I was like, oh damn, you can see everything. But it's so tight to see like from across the arena, all the fireflies and stuff like that. And then they probably see you from across the arena. I was doing it. I was into it. I'm not really the biggest Bray Wyatt fan, but when I'm at a wrestling event, man, all like the stuff that like when I go to a wrestling event, you know, there's wrestlers I like and there's wrestlers I hate for sure. But I'm not gonna stop my enjoyment. I think Bray Wyatt's entrance is probably the coolest part about him. I've said that multiple times. The only thing about Bray Wyatt that makes me feel like he's a big-time star is his fucking entrance, and then everything else just falls kaput when he wrestles. So yeah, Bray Wyatt came out, and then Roman Reigns came out. Bray Wyatt's pop, it was there. Like when he came out, it was a good pop, but afterwards it was just kind of like whatever. And then Reigns' pop was also kind of whatever. So like when they both came out, they didn't really have that loud of a pop. Like, I don't know if I'm just basing it because Alberto's pop was just like fucking crazy, but Reigns and Wyatt's pop to me just kind of weak. And I was screaming for them both, so I was like, yeah, boo, and stuff like that. So it felt kind of weak between Reigns and Wyatt's pop, but definitely the match itself, crowd was into this match. I had fun watching it. Just two dudes beating the fuck out of each other. That's what I wanted to see between these guys. A lot of "This is awesome" chants during this match. Like I remember my section started to chant "This is awesome" like a bunch of fucking times during this match. And I was all like, oh my God, calm down. Like I chanted "This is awesome" after Reigns speared Wyatt through the table. That's when I started chanting "This is awesome" because it was getting really awesome. But every fucking huge spot, like when Bray threw Roman into the candlestick, "This is awesome." I was like, oh damn, really? Come on. So like, you know, like it was just way too many "This is awesome" chants for this match. This was a killer match, though. I'm not gonna lie. Both these guys went out there and they beat the fuck out of each other, which I was expecting from this match. I was just expecting these guys to beat each other up. And for this being my first ever Hell in a Cell that I ever witnessed in my life, they did a good job in my personal opinion. I personally like Bray Wyatt and Roman Reigns. The match, the way it ended, was a really good ending. In my personal opinion, I thought the counters were really, really sick, where freaking Roman throws him into the fucking candlestick right in the eye and into the spear. Really, really tight. So I felt Wyatt and Reigns did a really good job. But then afterwards, being dead serious here, the crowd was kind of dead for the rest of the matches. Now, I'll say this. I got the unfortunate end of the stick. So after this match, I was planning on getting a refill for my drink and going to the restroom. So my boy Alan and I, we went to go get concessions and stuff. We went to the concessions, which was thankfully right by our seating area, and go to the restroom, which was also thankfully right by our seating area. So we go over there, you're right, and I go to the restroom. The line actually went by really fast. Good on you guys, because I've been to many sporting events where the line is too fucking long for a guy's restroom, but fuck the wrestling fans. I don't know if they didn't wash their hands or anything like that, but these motherfuckers were bang, 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 bang. Like, I didn't have to wait in long. But concessions was a fucking joke. I missed all of the tag team title match between the Dudleys and the New Day because concessions was such a fucking joke. The lady who was running concessions at Staples Center did not know what she was doing. She had to have her manager come out and help her with the orders, and it was really, really bad. So here's the thing. I went to the restroom, right, and I was in a long line. I was probably waiting 1-2 minutes or something like that, and so I go to the restroom, and I'm done. My boy Alan, who was waiting in line, I go into line. He's in the same position that I left him in. I was like, what? We didn't move at all? He's like, nah, man, we haven't moved at all. So then I was like, hey, man, go to the restroom. I'll hold your cup, because they have the souvenir cups and stuff, and it's like $10, and you get a refill off of it. So literally, I was standing in line, and I hear the New Day's theme, and I'm like, oh, fuck, I'm missing the tag team title match. Hear the Dudley's theme and everything like that. New Day cuts their promo, and I missed the whole tag team title match waiting in line to get a fucking refill. What? Like, don't get me wrong, I get it. You know, there's a lot of people in line. It was a huge fucking line, but I should not be missing 10 to 12 minutes worth of action by getting a refill. I've been to other sporting events at Staples. I've been to Clippers, I've been to Laker games and stuff like that. 10 minutes at a Lakers and Clippers game, that's like a quarter. Okay, I have never missed a quarter of any other sporting event waiting in line to get fucking food. Like, that's just ridiculous. I was like, oh my God, are you kidding me? I missed all the tag match and half of the Divas title match. So I honestly cannot tell you what I thought about those matches. Frank the Tank said the tag match was kind of deflating. Like he said, the crowd was kind of dead during that one because they were just kind of hyped from the Cell match, and a lot of people were actually gone from the arena, he said. And he said for the Divas match, he actually liked that one. He said the Divas match was actually good. I only caught the ending portion of the Divas match, so I can't really say what I think about the Divas match whatsoever. But I like the Alabama Slam on the apron. That got a good crowd reaction for sure. So yeah, I just gotta say, man, for Concessions, they need to do a better job. I know a lot of you guys are probably tuning in and you're like, Chase, why are you bitching about Concessions? Look, I'm going to these events live, okay? I am expecting a good live experience, and I'm telling you how it is from my point of view, being there live and actually going to the WWE event and just giving you my perspective. That's why this review is a little bit different than all my other reviews, because I went to the show live. You know, I go there expecting good service. I should get it, especially for the premiere section where it's pretty much VIP and all the suites and stuff. There should be no problems with the lines. I've been to many other wrestling events where I haven't missed a match just because I was waiting in line to get a refill on a drink. That's ridiculous if you ask me, that you miss a whole match just because you're trying to get a refill. Like, that shouldn't take so long. Like, I don't know what needs to change, but something does. Something needs to change. So I'm going to send this out. Please leave comments, guys. I really want to know what you guys thought about this show, because I don't see any comments going. I don't know if people are just kind of just like tuning in and listening just to see what I thought of the show live and stuff. But you're more than welcome to comment and tell me what you thought about the matches. And please tell me how the crowd came off on TV. I really want to know. One of my friends tweeted me and saying, hey, we're hot. Keep it up. But I felt like we died down a little bit until Taker versus Lesnar, in my personal opinion. So, yeah. So, talking about my live experience at the show. All right. So, afterwards, after the Divas title match, we got the World title match and the WWE Championship match. I'm not going to lie. Seth Rollins got a pop. Kane got somewhat of a pop, but for the most part, crowd was dead during this match, man. They were dead. It was like Seth Rollins doing the plancha, and until the ending portion of the match, no one really was into this match. It was just kind of sitting there on their hands. There was a kid in front of me who was literally falling asleep. He was all back in his chair, like, like trying his best to stay up during Seth Rollins and Kane. Seth Rollins, it wasn't a bad match. I don't think Seth Rollins and Kane was bad to any of the imagination. I just felt it was kind of there. Like, nothing about the match. You should have waited to get the refill during the Divas title match. I probably would have missed the WWE title match though if I would have done that though. What's it called? The Unigamer 661. So that's why I would have done that there, Jeff. So no, I'm not going to miss the WWE title match. But yeah, this little kid was literally falling asleep during the match. And like I said, Kane and Rollins, I didn't think they put on a bad match. It was just kind of like the crowd was just kind of like waiting and waiting for like Taker and Lesnar. They're just like, we want that match. It's so close. It's so close. It's so close. And like everyone kind of knew, well, Seth Rollins is walking out with the title. Like even the little kid behind this little girl knew. Like she had to be 8 years old. I feel bad if she's reading the dirt sheets at 8 years old. But even the little girl behind me knew Seth Rollins is gonna win. She's like, Mama, Seth Rollins is gonna win, right? I'm like, yeah, she knows. All these people know Seth Rollins is gonna win. Like, there's no way Kane is winning. So it was just kind of like the fans were just kind of like whatever during this match. I don't know how this match turned out on TV, if it felt like a whatever vibe, but we were feeling whatever at the arena because, like, to me, it was a huge drop-off from the crowd interaction. Like, in the first two matches, the pre-show and the first two main card matches, we were hot. And then afterwards, the tag team title match, the IC title match, and all the other matches before Lesnar and Taker, it was like literally we would have our high points and stuff like that. Like, but Seth Rollins and Kane, all right match. And I was just kind of disappointed that there was nothing more. And like Frank said it best in the review that we did on the Day in the Life video that I'm going to upload soon, is that he felt like there should have been more drama in this match. And there wasn't really any drama whatsoever. It was just kind of simple. And, you know, we bitch about it being simple, but for a few like Seth Rollins and Kane, you expect that extra pomp and circumstance, that extra spice in there to make things a little bit interesting, but it just kind of felt simple and flat. Felt like a Triple H feud back in like 2002 where it's just like LOL Triple H wins. That's just how it felt like with Seth Rollins. It just felt like a LOL Seth Rollins win feud. So it was just kind of like whatever to me, in my personal opinion. The WWE Championship match, it was there. It was an okay match, but nothing too special. But the IC title match was next, and I had like a bunch of Kevin Owens fans in front of me. So like when Kevin Owens came out, these guys were all bowing down to him and stuff. It was pretty funny. They were like all into Kevin Owens. They were like thinking that was like the best match they ever saw. They were like, yeah, man, this is tight. Kevin Owens is wrestling and stuff like that. Let's see. Gold Standard 000. My boy Ross said, I thought Hell in a Cell was very good. The crowd came off all right on TV. They sounded hyped at times. I agree with that, Ross. And it's like I said, the first two matches, I felt like we were at our hottest. But then near the end, that's when we kind of like whatever. Michael Harwood said Reign versus Wyatt was fucking awesome. I saw people giving Roman shit online by saying the match was okay, and then the Divas match was better, but fuck them, it was great. Also, I was hyper Del Rio's return as well, and I'm happy you got a clean win. Glad to see you enjoyed the show. Yeah, no, the show was tight. I'm not gonna bash the show. This show was fucking awesome in my personal opinion. I had fun watching it throughout. But yeah, so pretty much what was I going to say? Yeah, but Rollins and Kane, just kind of whatever. And then the IC title match, like I said, Kevin Owens fanboys in front of me say, oh, bowing down with Kevin Owens before the match. I'm like, God damn. Like, I'm a huge Owens fan too, but like, I'm not going to bow down to the motherfucker. It was pretty funny. But yeah, though, pretty much like Kevin Owens and Ryback. Ryback got a good pop. Kevin Owens got a good pop. And the match itself was just kind of there. Like that's how I can really kind of explain it. Just felt like a Monday Night Raw match, and it was kind of filler. Like a lot of people were like rushing to the bathrooms. I remember I saw some guy like sprint up the damn stairs because he's like, I'm not gonna miss fucking Undertaker and Brock Lesnar and stuff. And then after Kevin Owens and Ryback ended, I kind of like sprinted up the stairs because I'm like, okay, I'm not missing this shit. And I took like the fattest piss of my life just so that way I could just go watch Undertaker and Brock Lesnar and stuff. And I gotta say, to the people who are sitting in my row, I don't know if any of you guys are ever gonna watch this video, but you guys are MVPs for dealing with my dumb ass. Because I got up at least 5 or 6 times, and whether to go to concessions or go to the restroom, you guys are the real MVPs for dealing with my dumb ass. Like I felt that one guy. There was this one guy sitting next to my friend Alan. I thought that one guy was going to punch me, too, because I kept on getting up so much. But they were really cool. So you guys are awesome. And the people behind me were awesome, too. The family behind me was awesome. Like, I told them ahead of time that I'm sorry if I stand. And they really appreciated that I told them I was sorry that I was going to stand in front of them and stuff sometimes. So I can't help myself. But time for the main event. Little side notes before the main event, just like in general, like in my section, in my seating, I was actually happy that I got a really good section full of like really cool people, minus this one dude who was a total smart mark and just wouldn't shut up. This guy was so dumb. Like during Reigns and Wyatt, this guy was all like, he was like annoying at like Rich Brennan annoying to me. During Reigns and Wyatt, he was all like, break the cell, come on guys. And then I remember some guys like, why? So we can't have Undertaker and Lesnar? Like he was just so flipping annoying during the whole flipping show, man. Just adding extra commentary that's not needed. Look, I get it. It's a show. You pay for the ticket. You have the right for your voice. But really, to be honest here, cheer. You don't need to say funny, smart mark crap that no one's going to laugh at. Okay? If you want to do that, go make a YouTube channel. Go do that on YouTube. You don't need to do that while people are on a live fucking show. Cheer. You can say funny cheers if you want. I'm cool with that. You can freaking say funny ass cheers. I'm cool with that. You can make funny chants. I'm cool with that. But when you're adding extra commentary in every match, oh my God. And I felt bad for these 2 girls in front of them, man. Like, these 2 girls look like they were scared to death of this motherfucker. So I felt bad for them. They're like, you kept on trying to talk. Shit. It was pretty funny. It's pretty funny. The dude was like trying to spit some game at a wrestling event there. But rule number one: if don't talk to, don't do that. Like, it's cool to interact with strangers. Like, I had a cool family in front of me. I had this dad and this kid, and they're really cool and stuff like that. Like, the dad would pound it with me and all that other stuff. Like, he was cool. It's cool to interact with fans, but don't spit game at girls and try to impress them with wrestling knowledge. That's not cool. Okay, just saying. But yeah. Also, side notes. When you guys see the day in the life video, you know what I'm talking about. A lot of the people didn't seem like they were excited for the show because I was trying to get people pumped up. And you guys will see in the video what I'm talking about when I show this. I was trying my hardest to get people like excited about the show, and some motherfuckers were just stiff. Like, I'm just saying, if you're going to a wrestling show, have some fucking fun. Like, seriously, before the show, don't be all stiff and stuff. Like, it was just hilarious how stiff some people were. But now it's time to the main course, the main event, Undertaker and Brock Lesnar. Holy fucking shit. Video package, just the tip of the iceberg. And this is what pissed me off. I went to go take a piss. And then once I got back in my seat, watching the video package, I had to fucking piss. So I held that shit in. I kept on thinking, no, I am watching Undertaker Lesnar in its fucking entirety. There's no way in hell I am missing this damn match. So I go right, and I'm watching the video package, holding in this piss. Awesome. Out comes fucking Lesnar, dude. Huge fucking reaction, as expected. Huge ass fucking reaction for Lesnar. And then out comes the Undertaker. Huge ass reaction for Undertaker. His entrance was phenomenal live, and it was great. Like, in his flames, oh, I could still feel the fucking flame burning on me, dude. It was fucking nice. It was like, I was like, what the fuck? It's like freaking tight as hell. So I actually had the entrances for both of them on video. I'm not going to upload it or anything like that, but I just got them on video for my personal preference, just so I can go back and remember that time when I was there and be like, yeah, I remember that. So it was pretty cool to see them enter live. And then once Taker closed the cell, literally from Jump Street, that whole match, everyone was hyped. It just never stopped. It was just like everyone was like fucking eating up that match alive, man. They were just so like, oh my God, they just could not stop eating that match up alive. I was getting into it. That's where I lost the majority of my voice. Like, the first two matches, I lost the majority. Like, before the show, I lost my voice because I was like trying to get people hyped up for the show. Then I lost my voices during the first three matches. Then afterwards, I didn't really use my voice for the other matches because that's kind of like, eh. But Undertaker, Brock Lesnar, that's where my voice started to hurt a lot because I was like getting so hyped up during the show. And this match was just killer, dude. Like, when I think it was like after the F5 by Lesnar and Undertaker kicked out, the fans were just going batshit after that point, just nonstop cheering. It was just awesome. Like, this was the match like everyone was enthralled with and all that other stuff. And Taker, when Lesnar hit the freaking like when he hit the F5, and then afterwards he was like trying to pull off the damn ring mat to expose the wood. And when Taker hit the choke slam, everyone knew it wasn't over. But when he hit that tombstone, oh my God, dude. When Lesnar kicked out, everyone like had like an out of breath, like, holy fucking shit. Like, oh, I can't believe he kicked out moment. And then when Lesnar hit the F5 for the win, it was nice. It was simple. It was a great match. I'll have to say this, by far one of my favorite matches I've seen live. Probably the best match I've seen live. Killer match between Undertaker and Brock Lesnar. I loved every minute of it. It was tight. It was awesome. It was great. So Undertaker versus Brock Lesnar, 2 thumbs up. Fucking thought it was awesome. Definitely, in my personal opinion, maybe it's biased because I was there live, match of the year quality. My personal opinion, at least. And afterwards, the Taker stuff was really good. Now, I had to go to the bathroom really fucking bad at this point, but I was so enthralled with Taker, and I remember we were all in LA. Thank you, Taker. Oh, my hands were fucking red just clapping and shit like that. So, yeah, I was saying thank you, Taker, and all that other stuff. And then afterwards, when the Wyatt family came out, I was excited first because I thought it was Sting, because like the graphic looked like Sting's graphic, but it wasn't Sting at all. It was the Wyatt family, and they beat up Undertaker, and it was good heel heat. Like, that was like the loudest boos I heard in the night. Minus Cena, Probably the Wyatt family beating up Taker after the match was definitely the loudest boos of the night, and especially when they were dragging him out. And it was kind of like a bittersweet way to end the show. Like, I was like, kind of like, well, yeah, this is good heel heat for the Wyatt family, but why can't we just end the show on a high note? Why do we have to end the show like it's a Monday Night Raw where it's like, oh, I need to know what happens next? Like, no, just end the show on a high note. You're going to have the Wyatt family do this tomorrow night on Raw. I thought that's what they should do, in my personal opinion, to make Raw a little bit more interesting. But instead, they do it at the end of the pay-per-view. And I just thought it was forced, at least in my opinion. Like, don't get me wrong, I like the decision. I like the move and all that other stuff. I think it's cool. Gets good heel heat on the Wyatt family. But I felt like after, like, they should have done this on, like, Monday Night Raw the next night. So, like, afterwards, like, it would make be believable that Taker's all beat up and he can't do anything like that still after going through a brutal Hell in a Cell match. You know how or Undertaker's going to announce, like, Survivor Series is going to be his last match or something like that. But that's just me. That's just personal preference and stuff. But other than that, it was great heel heat. Definitely a bittersweet way to end the show. Like, some fans really walked out of it, like, really bummed out. Like, that was, like, the last image they saw was, like, the fucking Wyatt family carrying Undertaker. Like, he's a dead corpse and shit. Like, some fans were actually really bummed out by it. But overall, I liked Hell in a Cell 2015. A good show in my personal opinion. Probably one of the better filler, probably the best filler pay-per-view this year. If I'm going to be biased, you know, shit, I'm going to be biased on the show no matter what. But probably one of the best filler pay-per-views this year. I'm glad it delivered. I had some stuff that makes you kind of want to watch Monday Night Raw the next day, which is kind of like what wrestling's all about. Is like, you want to know what's going to happen next at the next event. You know, like, that's why we watch Raw every week. It's just to see what's going to happen next week and next week and next week. So overall, I felt it did its job and everything like that. You know, getting excited for Monday Night Raw, you know, with Del Rio and Coulter and Taker, what's up with him? You know, obviously it's going to be a Survivor Series, but, you know, see what's up with the Wyatt family and whatnot like that. But anyways, yeah, that pretty much wraps up the review portion of this video. I'll stay on for a little bit of a Q&A, and then afterwards I'm going to kind of like just hop on Skype. If you guys want to talk to me on there, I'll talk to you there. But yeah, so the Blue Knight says, I'm kind of like the show and I'm trying to comment on the video, but the chat is disabled. I'm still using Chrome. So I'm using Chrome. LOL, nice review. Yeah, I know, dude. Like, that's what happens sometimes when you do it on your phone. It's like stuff like that. Just wondering what kind of lines was this WWE fan trying to impress the girls. Dude, he was just like he was literally using like wrestling knowledge and stuff like that. Like, he would like call out spots. He would be like, oh, they're setting up 3 table spots. You know what that means? 3 tables are going to be broken. And I'm pretty sure Wyatt's going to be going through 2 of them. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, you don't try to talk to these girls. Like, these girls were being nice. Like, I had to say, like, if I were going to guess on the age of the girls, one was definitely like 17 or 18. Like, she looked like fresh out of high school. The other one had to be kind of like my age range or a little bit older than me, like 24, 25. Like, she kind of looked a little bit older and stuff like that. And he was just like, like, it was just all like, he was all like trying to tell them like how Zeb Coulter and Jack Swagger have better chemistry and stuff like that, and how Alberto Del Rio should be with Ricardo and stuff like that. He was just saying like smart mark things to them. Like, he would like tap them on the back and like tell them things, and they're troopers. I gotta say, they were fucking troopers. Because like, if I was a girl in that situation, I'd be like, dude, can you stop this? And this dude looked like, you guys think I'm a douche what I'm wearing? He was wearing like a cutoff t-shirt and everything like that, and he looked like he was all tough, and he was all like, yeah, man, oh, this is awesome and stuff like that. Break the cell. And he was just like adding commentary for the sake of adding commentary. But and he tried to get some wrestling pussy. As for the girls at the arena, I'll say this: there was not really any hot chicks, I would say, at the arena. To be fair, it's a wrestling event, so I shouldn't expect like any hot girls. But like, if there was an attractive girl, they already had a dude with them. So it's like, so pretty much, if you want to bring an attractive girl to the wrestling event, you better be a wrestling fan and forcing her to go to this event. So. Yeah, so pretty much that's it. But I don't want to really say too much about what I did before the show, because that'll kind of ruin the day to the life video and make you guys say, well, Chase already explained to us what happened before the show, so why watch the day in the life video? But I had fun before the show. I interviewed a lot of like different wrestling fans. I tried to get different people into the interview and stuff like that. I'm going to be dead honest with you guys. Camera work is going to be fucking shaky like Cloverfield shaky. and the editing's not going to be the smoothest editing. I'm going to try my best to make it smooth editing, but it's not going to be like fucking legit 100% greatness. It's going to be mediocre at best. And I'm going to be dead honest here. And it's mainly my fault for having not really having a stable camera. If I had my flip camera, been a little bit more stable, a little bit more easier to film, but it was a little bit harder with this camera. So you're going to see some shakiness, and I apologize for that. But yeah, so like pretty much the day in the life video is going to be fun. I can't wait for that. So yeah, what else is there? What else is there to really talk about for the live show? Like being there live and stuff. The cell, when I first got in there, was pretty fucking impressive. Like when I got in there and I saw the cell height from there, I was like, holy fucking shit. And when you see the cell lower for the first time, man, it gives you chills. I was getting chills. I was like, oh god, fucking cell and stuff like that. So I had fun. I'll say this, I had fun during this show. I just can't believe this dude was like trying to like hit on girls at a wrestling event. It was like I said, those girls were troopers. I don't know why I find it so funny, but it's just so funny. Like just picture them dude in a cutoff t-shirt, like hanging on some fucking girls at a wrestling event. Yeah, but like I said, I had a cool section. Thank God I had a cool section. You know, not a lot of people who are dicks. Just that one guy. That one guy was probably like the most annoying dude of the section. Like, I'm pretty sure some other people thought I was annoying because I screamed really loud. But I wasn't like trying to be annoying. I was just like talking like chanting and stuff. I was like doing chants and stuff. I was like, yeah, man, let's go, blah, let's go Reigns and stuff like that. Like I wasn't trying to be like that. I was just loud because I'm loud, so can't help myself. Ask some questions, people. Any questions, stuff like that. You know, I'm cool with it. Live review, doing Q&A now. Ask some questions. Whether it's post Hell in a Cell, TNA, anything. Just get some questions up and going up in here. Want to hear some questions. See some questions. I don't know. Maybe comments. Comments kind of dead. It's kind of late. I am kind of tired from the events, but I gotta go through the video footage and start making my cuts and stuff because I want to make sure that the video day in the life gets uploaded tomorrow for sure. So don't want to be lazy on the day in the life video because I promised that. Yeah, I guess really there's no questions unless like every time I say there's no questions, then like a bajillion questions get added. So yeah, so I took a picture, you know, at the Hell in a Cell. You can't even see me. It's like I'm a fucking ghost. Like with my boys like that I went with. Like I took a picture. It's my Twitter picture now, and it looks so fucking stupid. Like the guy who took it, like I asked him to take a picture, and he took it all right. But yeah, that was pretty funny. I wonder who else went to this event that I knew. There's some cool people. You know, I met some cool guys that were kind of cool to talk to and stuff like that. So, yeah. All right, guys. I think I'm going to wrap it up since I can't see any questions. I'm sorry. Tired myself. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Oh, wait. Do I see questions? Do I see questions? I see one question. He whispers. Yes, the smart mark was Caucasian, the Blue Knight. The smart mark was definitely Caucasian. He was some white dude and everything like that, man. Neck beard and all. It was like a typical smart mark. Like he was so typical. Out of shape and stuff like that. What had more work rate, Brock Lesnar's blade job or the smart mark's commentary toward the girl? Oh, smart mark's commentary toward the girl. Definitely, that had more fucking work rate in a heartbeat. Was a smart marks commentary toward the girl, man. He was making $1 million moves. He was making moves for sure. Prime time play. Every time, that's what I say. Every time I try to end the video, something like get questions. I was getting so pumped because I thought Carlito was going to turn against Cena. Stephen Hyde 529. Carlito would have gotten a good reaction too, but Del Rio got a monster pop. Like I said, Del Rio was probably, if I were to rank the 5 loudest reactions, not gonna lie, Del Rio was up there. He was like definitely behind Taker and Lesnar for his reaction. I'm not shitting you when I say that. Like people were hyped when Del Rio came out. Like, and did you notice they changed his theme song twice? Like originally he came out with this first theme song, and then when he won, they gave him the Christmas jingle theme song, like his newest theme song stuff. I was like, what the fuck? Why can't you guys just keep one theme song on this guy? Like they just changed it. Like I just noticed it. Like when I'm coming back to think about it, because they re-showed the replay and stuff, and that sounded loud on the speakers at the Staples Center. But then again, I said to myself, well, it is the Staples Center, so things are going to be pumped up and really loud. So I don't know how it's done on TV, but yeah, that's how it is right there. Dude, you guys are never gonna let go of that white guy that was trying to spit game with his smart mark knowledge on the women. He's trying to spit some game, trying to get some wrestling pussy. I will say this though, if being honest here, the girls weren't like really the girls that were behind me. I wouldn't say they were like super attractive. They were nice looking. Like they weren't ugly by any means or their imagination. So I can understand where a guy like him was all like trying to spit game on them. But I wouldn't. I would just be respectful towards them and stuff like that, and just like kind of let them be and stuff like that. Like I was surrounded by little kids mostly. I was surrounded by 2 little kids and stuff. So I was like, fuck, dude, I can't say anything bad. I don't want the parents to be like, you're a bad influence, especially because I'm wearing like a Cena shirt. Like the only time I really use curse words is when I chanted "Holy shit" and "You effed up." That was it. When Seth Rollins messed up the powerbomb onto the Spanish announce table, I was like, "You effed up, you effed up, you effed up." And then later on, when Reigns and speared Wyatt, and when Taker hit the choke slam on Lesnar, holy shit, holy shit. That was the only time I used curse words. I'm actually proud of myself. That was like the only time I used curse words. Chanting wise, obviously I use curse words talking to my friends, but not really everyone can hear that. So yeah. The smart mark. Should have taken a picture of that guy so you guys can see what he looks like. Homie was straight up, dude. Like straight up, like if you looked at him, you're like, yeah, man, smart mark. And there was a lot of angry people too, man. There was a lot of fucking like some people like just talking to them, they're like angry. It's like, dude, why are you angry? I don't know why, but it was cool. I like the show. It's normal. Yeah, you can tell I'm already losing my voice and my voice hurts, so I should end this now. Let me see if I get a couple more questions and then I'll wrap up the show. You guys are awesome, by the way, for being up, listening to some idiot talk about his experience at a show. You guys are awesome. I love you guys. This is why I love my subscribers. You guys fucking do great things like this. And I know a lot of people are going to watch this via the archive too. So I don't want to make this too long and stuff because I want people to actually watch it. But the day in the life, I'm going to tell you, it's going to be around 40 minutes long. In my personal opinion. In my personal opinion, it's going to be long. It depends on how I edit and stuff like that. All right, guys. That's it. Sorry. If you send in questions, I'm sorry I can't answer it. Give a video a big old thumbs up. The guys like me, hit that subscribe button if you're first time viewing me and stuff. Day in the life video is going to be up tomorrow. Turn up, have a good time watching it. And yeah, enjoy, guys. Peace.